From Outcast to legend, the legacy of Shaka Zulu. Picture this. The year is 1816. The sweeping hills of southeastern Africa stretch endlessly, alive with the hum of life. Cattle dot the vast plains, grazing lazily under a sky that seems eternal, while the air is thick with the scent of rain-soaked earth. All appears serene, a land at peace. But beneath this tranquil surface, change is brewing. A storm is rising, one that will thunder across history, shaping not just a nation, but an entire continent. At the heart of that storm stands one man, his name, Shaka Zulu, better known to the world as Shaka Zulu. Shaka's story begins not in splendor, but in struggle. Born out of wedlock to Chief Senzangakona and Nandi, he entered the world under a shadow of rejection. Seen as an illegitimate son, Shaka and his mother were cast out, left to fend for themselves in a harsh and often unforgiving world. Mocked, ostracized, and denied a place among his people, Shaka grew up hardened by hardship. But within this rejection sprouted a fire, a resilience that would carry him from obscurity to greatness. Even as a boy, Shaka dreamed of more. Beyond the bounds of rejection, he saw potential in himself, potential to bring strength, unity, and pride to the Zulu people. As he grew, so did this vision. Through grit and determination, he trained his body, sharpening his mind and forging a spirit that would become unbreakable. Little did the world know, this young boy, once ridiculed and dismissed, was destined to change Africa forever. Fate led Shaka to the Mthethwa people and the mentorship of Dingiswayo, a man of wisdom and strategic mastery. Under Dingiswayo's guidance, Shaka found his footing as a warrior. He learned the art of combat, mastered strategies of survival, and began to understand the power of leadership. Shaka's time with the Mthethwa was not just a period of learning. It was the crucible that transformed him into a force to be reckoned with. The warrior who emerged from this time was revolutionary. Shaka saw an opportunity to reshape warfare itself, introducing new strategies and techniques that left his enemies defenseless. He discarded the traditional long throwing spears of the Zulu in favor of the Ikalwa, a short stabbing spear that brought battle into close quarters and forced warriors to fight with precision. Shaka also developed the deadly bullhorn formation, a battle strategy designed to envelop and destroy the enemy. Leading with the chest of his forces, supported by horns that flanked on either side, Shaka's warriors would annihilate opposition with clinical efficiency. This wasn't just combat, it was art, a symphony of strategy and brutal force. But weaponry and tactics were not enough. Shaka knew discipline was the backbone of victory. He built and trained the Impi, a highly organized and fiercely loyal Zulu regiment system. Young warriors, initiated through rites of passage, were forged through grueling training regimens. They marched barefoot over vast distances, withstanding physical pain to build resilience. Their discipline made them not just fighters, but legends, an unstoppable human machine that followed Shaka with unwavering zeal. Armed with unshakable determination and an army forged in his vision, Shaka began his campaigns. His victories in battle were swift and decisive, subduing neighboring tribes and consolidating power in the region. Each victory wasn't just about domination, but about unification, turning fragmented tribes into a cohesive Zulu identity. With every step, Shaka brought his vision of a stronger, united nation closer to reality. Leadership was at the core of Shaka's rise, but it was a complex force. He was a man of unwavering charisma, inspiring loyalty among his warriors and fear in his enemies. Those who followed him saw his determination and shared his belief in a better future. But Shaka's strength was not without its shadows. His leadership demanded absolute loyalty, and he was ruthless in punishing betrayal. Morality and power collided, painting Shaka as both a visionary and a feared figure among his people. Shaka's rise was neither smooth nor unopposed. Rival tribes and internal dissenters sought to challenge his growing empire. Chief among his adversaries were the Ndwandwe, fierce opponents who engaged him in numerous battles. Yet Shaka's strategic prowess and ability to adapt led to decisive victories, further securing his dominance. The most legendary of these battles was the showdown at the Mulatu's River, where Shaka crushed the Ndwandwe forces with unparalleled brilliance. It was a triumph that solidified the Zulu Empire's place as the central power in the region and ensured Shaka's place as a warrior king. While Shaka the leader appeared invincible, Shaka the man still faced personal struggles. The death of his beloved mother, Nandi, struck a shattering blow to his spirit. Her passing left a void that transformed his demeanor, pushing him toward more erratic behavior and harsher leadership. It was a reminder that even great men are human, and that grief can weather even the mightiest of souls. As his empire reached its zenith, cracks began to form in its foundation. Shaka's expansion stretched his resources thin, and his increasing paranoia drove wedges between himself and those closest to him. Distrust grew, including among his own family. His overwhelming authority, which had once been an asset, now began to risk alienating his people. The end of Shaka's reign came not from an external enemy, but from within his own bloodline. In 1828, Shaka was betrayed and assassinated by his brothers, Dingain and Malangana, who sought the throne for themselves. The once mighty king fell, victim to a plot from those closest to him. Yet even in death, his legacy was far from extinguished. Shaka's life may have ended in tragedy, but his legacy continues to reverberate. He revolutionized warfare in Africa, creating a disciplined, strategic force unmatched by anything of its time. His efforts unified and strengthened the Zulu nation, elevating them to greatness. But Shaka's impact goes beyond military might. His story is a powerful testament to resilience, ambition, and the unyielding determination to overcome adversity. From a boy shunned by his people to an emperor who united them, Shaka Zulu remains an enduring symbol of strength. Shaka's story is not without its controversies. His leadership, while visionary, was often ruthless. His choices, though effective, came at great cost. His life invites us to ask deep questions. What defines greatness? What is the balance between ambition and morality? Yet despite his flaws, Shaka's unbreakable spirit serves as a source of inspiration. Through sheer will and determination, he forged a destiny few could imagine. His life is a reminder that even in the face of rejection and hardship, one can rise to unimaginable heights. Shaka Zulu's epic tale is not just a story of conquest. It is a story of resilience, innovation, and relentless hope. It is the story of a man who transformed his world, no matter the odds. His rise, his triumphs, and even his fall remind us that the path to greatness is never easy, but is always worth pursuing. As we walk in the footprints of this legendary king, may we find the courage to defy our own odds and shape our own destinies. For in the heart of every storm lies the opportunity for a hero to rise, and Shaka Zulu rose to change history forever.